Alolan Diglett.
Okay.
And it turns out he thought the Alolan Diglett were so cool that he caught like 150 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somehow all of them have gotten out of their Pokeballs across the entire Isle of Armor, and now he needs your help to recollect them.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, this is an ecological disaster.
Yeah, it's an invasive species.
Yes. Hi everyone, welcome to Player Guides. I'm Hannah.
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Osprey.
And Osprey is on the sticks with Pokémon Brilliant Diamond, which, if I'm being honest, you should all know that by now. We've been playing this for a little bit. And we evolved a few Pokemon. So, Pichu, Sparky, evolved into Pikachu, and then evolved into Raichu. We caught a wild Ralts, a female one. And who else evolved? Who am I missing?
I don't think anybody else actually got...
I thought there was one other evolved.
Duskull evolved into...
That's right. Dusclops evolved into this weird-looking mummy.
Okay, rant time. So in Sword and Shield on the Isle of Armor, there's this guy who you come across an Alolan Diglett.
Okay.
And it turns out he thought the Alolan Diglett were so cool that he caught like 150 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, somehow all of them have gotten out of their Pokeballs across the entire Isle of Armor, and now he needs your help to recollect them.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, this is an ecological disaster.
Yeah, it's an invasive species.
So
Yes.
Yeah. Like, how can you be so irresponsible? You are a terrible trainer. How dare you? Yeah, I need to get some levels on Houndour before we challenge the gym. Oh, I don't dig that. Like, you brought them in,
evasive species, you! I'm Lilani. I was digging around here. Found an unusual stone. No one cares.
The Diglets here are just... This is their natural habitat.
Yeah.
But the ones in the Isle of Armor, that irresponsible hiker dude.
Right.
Ugh. Rant.
That's you. Oh.
We found ourselves.
Right.
So, who is Berserk Games?
Oh, we can talk about this. It's, I guess this is related to, unfortunately, some homophobia and transphobia. Berserk Games is the company behind Tabletop Simulator, and they have come out and said, let me make sure I could quote. Basically, they're banning players for publicly identifying, or they're kicking players out of chat for publicly identifying as LGBTQ plus, and not punishing people who are being
dicks.
Shitty. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guess we won't be supporting Berserk Games anymore.
Yeah, the weird thing is, I don't know... Ooh!
Ah!
Chillos is evolving. Or should I say Louis?
Louis. Yeah.
Gastrodon,
but
baby.
Tabletop Simulator is how the Atomic Fox has been able to play some of the wargaming stuff.
Yeah.
Gastrodon.
And I was looking at it like, I know they were teaching me how to use it. I was looking at it as a potential D&D thing also. Ooh, I forgot how much I do like the blue and green design.
banning some books that had like trans protagonists. And
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think
Same
that's
exact
been happening
thing.
too. Yeah, for sure.
And it's probably the same
Yeah.
people. Like,
Probably.
Oh, probably.
the book, I mean, I'm going to buy it now because I'm curious. It's a children's book, but it's called
It's
The
a
New
graphic
Kid.
novel. It's a graphic novel called New Kid, and it's the protagonist is I think a 12 or 13-year-old African American boy who goes to what I can I guess only describe as a private, pretty much all white school. And it's really just about his like real life experiences, and they're not necessarily bad or awful. Like, it's just like, this is how he grew up and this is what he ran into. So it's not a platform of like, this is racist and I'm going to expose all of this racism. It's just a platform of, this is, hey, this is what I dealt with as a little kid, and this is me showing that here's how I used art to express this, and other African American or people of color, their kids should have the opportunity to do the same, and I want to inspire that. And anyway,
Yeah.
it's all good stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really shitty that
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's such a like
Well, but then it's, like,
self-evident issue
it
where
is,
it's like
and then
a
it's-
school board takes their time they're so concerned about the parents' fear of making their white kids uncomfortable,
right.
rather than talking about the problems that are presented, like the real problems, the hurt that has already happened
Right.
to people
And
of
like,
color.
but my other thing too is like, no one gives a shit. Like, and this isn't me like I'm not trying to exclude the horrors and the issues that people of color have had to go through in this country. But like, my other thing is, specifically in Texas of all fucking places, like, you are putting this much effort and concern into the feelings of what your white children might feel, whereas like kids of all colors and kids of all ages are also having to go to school worried about every goddamn day if their school is going to be a victim of shooting. So like, fucking
Or COVID.
or COVID, like
Yeah.
like, there's, you know what, like, does
And-
that make sense? Like, you're
And-
like, I put this much fucking effort into school violence, like, and or the fact that like some kids who go to school, like, it's the only meal, school lunch is like the only meal they might get. Like, there's just so many other, not that I'm not trying to dismiss people of color, but like, for schools or public education system in general, like, there's just so many other fucking issues. Like, I don't give a fuck what your kids feel in reading a book. Books are supposed to make people feel and think. If being uncomfortable helps you grow. Like,
But also when they interview the kids generally don't have any problems. It's
Right,
their
it's the
parents that are
parent.
projecting their fears about
Well,
it.
and I'm gonna add, like, what you've been getting at this entire time is they're literally just lying about what the actual focus and goal is. They might be lying to themselves as much as everybody else, but
Right.
like, if it was about that, they would be worrying about things differently.
exactly.
Yeah, 100%. It's, you know what? It's fucking real talk week on Arbitrary Hero.
Yeah. Support
I'm
your
not
local
gonna-
library and read things and watch things that make you uncomfortable and just fucking deal with it, because that's what helps you become a better person.
Go check out. You know what? I'll find maybe a link to like some of the books that have been challenged by.
Go read New Kid. I think the author's name was, I can't remember his last name, and I
Here,
apologize.
I got the internet. You don't have to say it wrong. Let me look it up.
I know his first name is Jerry.
Jerry Craft.
Jerry Craft. Read Jerry Craft. Read Toni Morrison. Read.
There will be a link in the video
We'll have a link.
description for a list of the books that have been challenged by the new Texas law for you to go support those authors, whether from your local library or through purchases or
Support your
just
local
writing
library.
to your local representatives of how. Because it's not just Texas.
It's not just Texas, but they're
I think
a big
there's like 20 states
player.
that are passing, in the process of passing different laws like that.
Yes. Read about Ruby Bridges. These things are important.
Ugh.
And we defeated Maniac Harry.
You are a maniac.
You gotta change your name, dude. Like, woo!
Well, he's a rune maniac. What's up?
I did not see the word rune.
I'm strong,
I just
I'm strong,
saw
I'm strong,
Maniac
I'm strong.
Harry.
All right. Am I really? No, I am strong. Oh. Bye. Oh, I thought this
I
was
was
going to be a
hoping
fight.
it was a battle.
Yeah.
I did too.
Is it strength? No, it's not. All right. Defense. Yeah. Psych up. Oh, got it. Okay. Cute. What's if we smash those rocks up above us? What path does that lead to?
So we can't use rock climb yet.
We need
most
rock
of this
climb.
route we can't access just yet.
Okay.
So we need to find. I'm actually gonna go back underground,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna actually press the right buttons in the right order. I'm gonna fight some Pokemon down there.
What is that?
Oh,
A Kadabra?
Hey, wild Kadabra.
Wild
Yeah.
Kadabra. Is that rare?
Abra's
for half a
already
second-
pretty rare.
For half a second, I thought it was an Alakazam, and then I looked closer, and it was not. It was one of those. I had to do a double take because it's smaller on the screen.
Mm-hmm. What is the significance of it holding a spoon? Isn't there some little tidbit about that?
Kinetic powers,
Oh.
something like that.
Okay.
I
I thought it'd be something cuter, like it's a big fan of ice cream or pudding. I don't know.
Yeah, when I was getting Starbucks, it was years ago. What I want to do is get like an AeroPress, something to steam the milk,
Mm-hmm.
and then all I have to do is provide the syrup and the coffee, and I can just do lattes at home.
Yes.
Like, that's what I wanted.
Yeah, because you can, I think in different stores, you can find that peppermint syrup. So growing up, not that I wasn't like into video, I mean, I wasn't into video games growing up. So I never, like, my parents never went and bought my sister and I a
Game Boy.
Game Boy or console of any kind. So growing up, we both played the PC games. So it was, like for me, it was Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and I think there was 101 Dalmatians game, Escape from DeVille Manor.
Did you ever play Putt-Putt?
I did not.
I did, by the same company, I did Freddy Fish, but not
My sister
Putt-Putt.
played Freddy Fish. I did not
Oh my
play Freddy
gosh.
Fish.
Putt-Putt would be,
This-
going back to one of those old children's games would be a lot of fun to, like, just be nostalgic about. I think we're going to call this an episode here, though.
Okay.
Oh, unless we got something good? Nah, alright.
Nah.
We'll call
I'll
this
just
an
knock
episode
it out.
here.
Bye, Onion.
Goodbye. and we'll...
So,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I know Badu is close to evolving. I don't know if the friendship is high enough.
It has to have a certain
actually
friendship and a
evolve.
certain... I'll look it up to
Yeah.
confirm. But yeah, well, hopefully Badu evolves on the next episode. Thanks for playing with us, everyone.
See you next time.